Today I'm going to show you how to make watercolour with natural pigments, and I've discovered you do not need to go to the store and buy paint or watercolour. You can make your own. This is a painting I did previously. It's a picture of nasturtiums, and the flowers is done with turmeric, and the green leaves are done with spinach and nettle. So I'm going to show you how to make some of these watercolours with stuff from around your home. Let's go. First I'm going to find a beetroot. So I'll be back in just a minute. It's a baby one, but I hope it'll do the job. So in this pot behind me there's a stinging nettle, and I've asked Mum to leave it so I can make paint with it. What you're going to need is some gloves and some scissors. I've got the kettle boiling, and now I'm going to chop these up into small pieces while I'm waiting before I pour hot water over it. This is going to make masses of paint, so whatever's left over you can drink. It's very healthy herbal tea. So now I'm going to pour the hot water over it. Now we just need to leave this till it goes cool. Next we're going to do the beetroot and the turmeric. So while we're waiting for the nettle, we're going to get our beetroot and we're going to chop the top off. And then we're going to chop this up into just little pieces. We're going to pop it in a little glass bowl. Pour some hot water over it. We're going to do the same to the turmeric. The last watercolour we're going to make is very simple. All we need is a tea bag and some hot water, and this is going to make your brown colour. So now while I'm waiting for all my watercolours to steep, I'm going to go draw my picture, and by the time I'm finished I reckon these will be ready. to go get my watercolours and I'm going to start colouring it. These 3 watercolours are ready, and I could use the nettle now, or I could leave it a few hours and use it later. Later will be much more bright green than now. So I think I'll leave it a few hours. I'll do all the other colours and then do that last. So it's good to first do your sketch of whatever you're going to do, and then do your paints, and then later go over with ink on all the outlines. Otherwise, sometimes it runs. Different one. This time it's nowhere near as bright, and it has lots of little lumps in it. So I'll do the so that's a bit disappointing, but I'll do the stinging nettle a bit later. So as it turned out, I had to wait overnight for the nettle to go bright green. So after that, I'm just going to pour it into this glass. Doesn't taste too bad, but I can't say I particularly like it. That's how green it is. Now that yesterday's work is dry, I'm going to go over it a second time with the watercolours to give it a bit more depth. So I'm going to do the branches of the trees, or the trees first. This nettle juice isn't turning out very green. Even though it looks very green, it just turns out white on my paper. Last time I mixed it with some spinach juice, or you could add some spirulina, which is very green. I think I might try, this might not work, but I might just try the leaves, rubbing them on. That didn't work either. The nettle's been a failure, as you can see. So, but some of the other colours have worked out really well. The yellow is alright after all, and I'm really happy with the beetroot. So I'm just going to go over them a second time to give them a bit more depth. Now I'm going to do the foliage of the tree, all the colours I have, so this is going to be an interesting tree. So I'm now going to let this dry, and then after it's dried I'm going to do the last step, which is going to be going over the outlines with black ink, but you have to make sure it's completely dry. Okay, ready for the outlines. I'm going to use black India ink with a fountain pen, but you could also as equally use a black ink pen. So I'm just going to go over the outlines with the ink. I think I had the wrong fountain pen before, so I've just got another one, and I think this one's good. There are no right or wrongs about your pictures or drawings, and remember, you've always got next time, and every time you draw something you improve and learn stuff from it. It's a shame that stinging nettle didn't make a good watercolour. I guess I'm going to have to drink it now. Ugh. Such a shame that only makes tea, not watercolour.